All right, welcome back for another deep dive.
Yes.
And today, we're diving into something I think a lot of us can relate to,
Yeah.
figuring out what color to wear to a wedding.
Oh, yeah. Love that
Specifically,
decision.
we're focusing on autumn weddings and giving you some tips, especially if you're the mother of the bride or groom.
Absolutely.
It's a big day, and we want to look amazing in all those pictures, right?
It'll look good.
Absolutely. So to help us out today, we're going to be looking at an article from Darianna Bridal and Tuxedo,
Okay.
a bridal shop in Pennsylvania. They've got some great ideas here.
Sounds good.
So let's just jump right in.
Yeah, let's do it.
They start by talking about warm, earthy tones, things like burgundy hunter, green eggplant.
Mm-hmm.
What's the thought behind those colors and what vibe are they going for?
I think those colors really tap into the feeling of autumn. They're rich, they're inviting, they make you think of falling leaves and warm fires.
Yeah,
It's all very cozy.
I can see that, but
Yeah.
isn't there a risk of those colors clashing with the overall wedding theme, especially if it's very specific?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
You definitely want to consider the big picture and you want to complement the wedding's aesthetic, not compete with it.
Right.
So it's definitely important to check in with the couple and see what their vision is.
Okay, good point. Good point. Now, the article also mentions timeless neutrals, taupe champagne, those kinds of colors.
Mm-hmm.
I get why those are classic, but what makes them stand out, especially for an autumn wedding?
I think the beauty of these colors is their versatility.
Okay.
They work with almost any theme, and they have this subtle shine that adds a touch of elegance without being too flashy.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. I feel like you could dress them up or down pretty easily, too.
Exactly. You can go for a simple, sleek look or
Hmm.
add some sparkle with jewelry or a metallic belt.
Okay, now here's where it gets really interesting for me.
Okay.
The article talks about jewel tones,
Uh-huh.
specifically emerald green, garnet red, and sapphire blue.
Mm.
What's the thinking behind using such bold colors?
I think jewel tones bring this instant drama and sophistication.
Okay.
They're like a visual representation of precious gems, rich, deep, and timeless.
Yeah,
And think about the psychology of color.
right.
Like emerald green, for instance, is associated with growth and new beginnings.
Yeah,
Very fitting for a wedding.
that's true.
Plus, these colors look fantastic with fabrics like velvet macado or crepe,
Oh, yeah.
which are perfect for the cooler weather.
They even mention off-the-shoulder designs, which I think would be so flattering with those colors.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all about finding ways to incorporate these colors in a way that feels modern and stylish.
Okay, so we've got those bold, rich jewel tones, and then
Yeah.
they swing over to a totally different vibe. Rustic and natural palettes
Uh-huh.
with colors like sage green and warm terracotta.
Mhm.
That feels like a completely different direction.
It is, and that's what's so great about autumn. It offers so much variety.
Yeah.
These colors really capture the essence of nature, and they have a more laid-back bohemian feel.
Yeah.
Think flowing fabrics, lace details, maybe even a flower crown for a truly whimsical look.
I can see that it's like channeling the beauty of the outdoors.
Totally.
Now, they also mention adding metallic accents regardless of the color palette you choose.
Uh-huh.
Is that always a good idea?
I think metallic accents are a great way to add some sparkle and visual interest,
Okay.
but it's all about balance.
Yeah.
A metallic belt, a statement necklace, or even a clutch can really elevate an outfit,
Yeah.
but you don't want to overdo it.
Right.
If your dress is simple, a metallic accessory can be the perfect touch.
So it's about finding those little details that make your outfit pop without overwhelming the overall look.
Exactly. It's all about personalizing your style and creating a cohesive look that feels authentic to you.
All right. So we've talked about a lot of different colors and styles.
Yeah.
But the article wraps up with a really powerful message.
Mhm.
It's not just about following trends.
Right.
It's about choosing colors that make you feel confident and radiant.
Yeah. That's so
Yeah.
important.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you want to feel your best on this special day.
Right.
And the right color can play a huge role in that.
Right.
It's about expressing your personality and radiating joy.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Now, before we move on to some of the specific fabric and design suggestions they have,
Mm-hmm.
what are some things our listeners should be thinking about
Oh, yeah. Good question.
as they consider these different color palettes?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think that's key. Feeling good and reflecting your own style.
For sure.
So let's dig into some of the specific suggestions from the article.
Okay.
They mentioned a few fabrics that work especially well with jewel tones, velvet macado, and crepe. What makes those stand out?
Well, each fabric brings a unique texture and feel to the color, adding another dimension to the overall look.
Okay.
Velvet is a classic choice, especially for autumn.
Mm-hmm.
It's luxurious, warm, and drapes beautifully, giving that sense of richness.
And definitely has that regal vibe, especially with those deep jewel tones, right?
It's perfect for a more formal affair.
Yeah.
Then you have Mikado, which is a heavier silk fabric that's very structured.
Okay.
It holds its shape well.
Yeah.
So it's great for creating those dramatic silhouettes.
Oh, I can see that you could have a stunning A-line gown in Mikado, maybe with a subtle sheen.
Right.
So elegant.
And then there's crepe, which is known for its smooth matte finish and fluid drape.
Mm-hmm.
Very understated, but equally elegant and incredibly comfortable to wear.
Yeah, I bet it would look amazing in a rich garnet red or sapphire blue maybe for a daytime wedding.
Absolutely. Crepe is great because it works for both day and evening events.
That's true. That's true. Now, the article also mentioned off-the-shoulder designs as a great way to showcase jewel tones, what makes that style so flattering, especially for the mother of the bride or groom.
I think off-the-shoulder styles are great because they highlight the collarbone and shoulders, creating a really graceful line, and they work well for a variety of body types.
Yeah, they have that touch of romance and femininity, don't they?
Exactly. And when you combine that silhouette with a rich jewel tone, it's a combination that's elegant, alluring, and appropriate for such a special occasion.
Yeah, okay, let's switch gears for a minute and talk about those rustic and natural palettes, the sage greens, the warm terracottas. Those colors feel very different, like you said, before channeling the outdoors.
Right. They immediately evoke images of nature, falling leaves, earthy textures, and they create a sense of warmth and tranquility. It's a more relaxed, bohemian aesthetic.
The article suggested those colors for vintage-inspired or bohemian looks, which I think is a great idea.
Definitely imagine a flowy maxi dress in sage green with some delicate lace details, maybe add a flower crown or some vintage-inspired jewelry.
Oh, fun.
It's all about embracing that natural beauty.
I love how they emphasize the importance of personalizing your look.
Yes.
Whether you prefer lace plain fabrics or something in between, it's about making it your own.
Absolutely. You want to feel comfortable and confident, so choose details that reflect your individual style and the overall feel of the wedding.
Now, we touched on metallic accents before, and they seem to suggest that no matter what color palette you choose, a little bit of metallic can go a long way. But how do you do that without going overboard?
It's all about subtlety and balance.
Okay.
If you're wearing a simple dress, a metallic belt can instantly elevate the look. It creates a focal point and adds a touch of polish.
What about jewelry? How would you incorporate metallics there?
A statement necklace or earrings in gold, silver, or copper can add that perfect touch of sparkle.
Yeah.
But remember, if you go bold with the jewelry, keep other accessories more understated. You don't want to clash.
Right. And what about a metallic clutch that seems like it could be tricky to pull off without looking too flashy?
You're right. A metallic clutch is a bolder choice.
Uh,
It works best when the dress is more simple, maybe a solid color in a jewel tone, or a timeless neutral.
that makes sense. You want to create a harmonious look, not a distracting one. So it's all about those carefully chosen details that work together, right?
Exactly. It's like creating a visual symphony where each element contributes to the overall harmony and beauty of the composition.
That's a beautiful way to put it. Okay, so we've talked about a lot of different ways to think about color for an autumn wedding.
Yeah.
But one thing that really struck me in the article was the idea that your color choice can actually contribute to the overall mood or ambiance of the wedding. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it's like your outfit becomes part of the overall decor in a way.
Yes, exactly. You're not just dressing for yourself, you're adding to the visual tapestry of the event.
That's cool.
Think about how certain colors evoke specific emotions.
Yeah.
Warm, earthy tones, like we talked
Yeah.
about, they create that sense of intimacy and coziness.
Right.
Perfect for a rustic wedding, maybe an outdoor ceremony surrounded by fall foliage.
Yeah, while those jewel tones we discussed might lend themselves to something more formal,
Right.
more elegant, an evening affair, maybe in a ballroom with rich lighting.
Exactly. And then you have the timeless neutrals, which bring a sense of calm and sophistication, making them adaptable to pretty much any setting.
Yeah, it's like each color choice is adding another layer of meaning to the day.
It's like a visual language.
Right.
You're communicating something not just through your words, but through your appearance as well.
So for our listener who's maybe feeling a bit overwhelmed by all these choices,
Yeah.
what's the most important thing to remember as they're planning their outfit?
I think the key is to find those colors and styles that make you feel confident, radiant, and like yourself.
Yeah.
Don't get so caught up in trends that you lose sight of your own personal style.
Right, because at the end of the day, it's about celebrating, not stressing, right?
Absolutely. This is
Mhm.
a joyful occasion.
Yeah.
Have fun with it.
Yeah.
Experiment, try on different colors and styles until you find something that really speaks to you.
And don't be afraid to ask for advice.
Yes,
The bride and groom, the bridal party, even the folks at the bridal shop, they're all there to help.
that's right. It's a team effort,
Yeah.
and everyone wants you to look and feel your best.
Well, I have to say, we've covered a lot of ground today. I feel like I have a whole new understanding of how to approach choosing an outfit for a wedding,
Me too.
especially an autumn wedding.
It's been a fascinating conversation.
It really has. And for our listener, I hope this deep dive has given you some valuable insights and inspiration as you plan for this special occasion. Remember, trust your instincts, embrace your personal style, and most importantly, celebrate the love that brought you all together.
Beautifully said. And until next time, may your days be filled with vibrant colors and joy.